meet the newest member of the family. Are you ready? Good morning, Cog Squad. Hope you guys are having a lovely, and awesome day today. If not, this video may change that because we have a big surprise to show you guys. Huge, big surprise. Before we go do that, I want to show y'all something. Look at the front yard. Now, 2 days ago, I couldn't remember, I had to count. 2 days ago, we had a pretty good bit of rain. Look, no mud, no puddles. It's all drained and perfect. Absolutely perfect. Now, I know we gotta get some sod on here pretty daggone fast, but with me being sick and all, it's we're gonna get to it. We're gonna get to it. Hopefully, maybe the middle or end of this week. Y'all are talking 80 degrees by the end of the week. 80 degrees. 80. I don't know. You know, I mentioned it before that I believe the weather has been getting into eggnog. I don't know how much eggnog's out there left, but something's going on because 80 degrees. It's been in the 70s, you know, for the past couple of days. It's gonna be 70 again today. Cools off in the evenings, around 38, between 40 and 38 degrees. But once that sun pops up, it's crazy. It's crazy. All right, but I did want to show you guys this right here, how awesome it looks. And Loretta is, she's upset. She sees me out here filming. She's like, drop the camera, Farmer Jason, and please feed us breakfast this morning. Geez, Manelli. Loretta, you probably had the least patience of any animal here. The least patience. But I do hope that you brushed your hair this morning. That's all I'm saying. I just hope you brushed your hair. And, maybe. It looks better than it did. Yeah, it looks better than it did. You may want to get some moose, though. I'll tell Brooke you need some moose. We'll try to get you fixed up. Good morning, gentlemen. How are y'all doing today? I hope well. I hope y'all doing well. Y'all look pretty amazing, I must say. So the big surprise, well, we got a new animal on the farm. And some of y'all may have saw this coming, but I bet a lot of y'all kind of maybe didn't. But yeah, we'll go meet the new fella in just a second. While we're headed to the barn, again, I can't thank y'all enough for everything. I just appreciate y'all so much. Thank y'all for the kind messages, the emails, the prayers, the thoughts, the good energy, even the suggestions. A lot of y'all have suggestions, and you know, those do not go unnoticed, I can promise you. I just appreciate each and every one of y'all so much, and as does the entire family here. Y'all are the best. No doubt the Cog Squad is the best, and thank y'all. But I do feel better. There's one thing that I think we have figured out, and that's this. I've been telling y'all I get really sleepy mid-afternoon and then later in the evenings. Yesterday, it just dawned on me, just boop, light bulb went off. Because I was about to take the antibiotics they got me on. Now they put me on an antibiotic because, you know, he was treating it as if I had pneumonia, and he did not want me to get, or if I did have a bacterial infection that I may have picked up from the birds. He named what it was, but so it's kind of more of a preventative thing. So light bulb went off. Because I don't think I've ever had this certain antibiotic. Anyways, I told Brooke, I said, you know what I just thought about? I get sleepy mid-afternoon, say around 11, starts around 11 o'clock. And I'm talking about I'm done for. I gotta go, and I'll take at least a 2-hour nap. Some days 3, and it's crazy. Because y'all, I do not take naps. I'm not a nap person. I cannot tell you the last time I took a nap other than when I'm sick. And I said, this has been going on for a while. I just don't have any energy. And then the evening times, it's the same thing. Guess when I take that antibiotic? So Brooke looked it up, and lo and behold, the number one thing it says about that certain antibiotic, and I can't say it, is that cause drowsiness. It even says do not drive or do not handle any equipment while taking this antibiotic. So I think it may be a combination of both, but I think that's probably the main reason that I just get so tired throughout the day. And I'm talking about tired, real tired. But I only have, I think, a day or a day and a half left of that, maybe 2 tops. And then hopefully I will be back to normal. Right, Holly? Because somebody's got to throw this ball, right? Somebody's got to throw this ball. That ball does not throw itself, even though they do make little machines that do. But what fun is that? You know you got to have your daddy throw the ball. So, without any further ado, is that how it says? That's saying? So. All right.
Yeah.
Meet the newest member of the family. Are you ready?
Am I ready?
You ready?
I'm ready.
Look at here.
Come here, baby. Come here.
What is going on, little man?
And I think that's a little ma'am that is in here with him. I think.
You think?
I'm
yeah, it looks
sure.
like it. It looks pretty much like it. So this is our newest member here. He is a white emu. It is a boy. He's
been DNA sexed.
Been DNA tested, so it's 100% a boy. And we've got him a Silky in here so he can have a friend, and a mirror over here. Do not have a name for him yet. We've tossed around some ideas. But nothing in stone, because we just got him. That's not poo-poo in his water.
That's kale.
That's kale, and this is what the emu farm we got him from told us to do. Now, we got him from
Milligan Farm, which is in Vinemont, Alabama, which is Coleman County, and she's the most knowledgeable emu breeder or emu person I've ever had any conversations with.
Her obsession is emus. Hardcore. I believe she eat, drink, sleeps emus. She loves emus. Hands down, this is her passion right here.
And if you did not see my video, then she's the encouragement for me to try eating an emu egg.
That's right.
So if you didn't see that video, you may want to check it out, because that's what they do with their excess eggs, is make breakfast out of them. So he's settling in nicely.
Yes.
Of course, he's going to be a little scared, until he gets adjusted to his area. We've got a camera in here where we can see everything that's going on. I did purchase an extra carpet just like this one. So I take this one out, rinse it off, bring it back inside. And this is simply so he doesn't slip down. Emu's legs are very vulnerable. At an early age, they have to have specific feed requirements, specific vitamins. Everything needs to be just so in order for them to thrive and grow and be healthy. So we're following all the instructions that Miss PETA gave us. Yeah, come here, little buddy.
Now the little silky is the ones that we recently got, or you recently got a few months ago, and so that's one of the silkies there. And the silky loves him, or doesn't mind him at all, just as much as he doesn't mind her. I mean, that was been really, really great, and the mirror does help too. So this is AstroTurf, pretty much is what this is. You know, it grips, and it's perfect. It's easy to clean. So yeah, that's why this is such great for them. It's no slippage whatsoever for the emus here. And the reason why the kale is in the water is because that's what she suggested to do, because that creates curiosity, and he'll go to look and peck at the kale, therefore realizing it's water, learns his water, starts drinking his water. So we won't be putting kale in it probably too much longer, because he's already learned. We've seen him drink and really quick. That was pretty soon.
But these two it's quite interesting to see them together and providing companionship to each other. My fear was that the silky wouldn't want to be with him, because the silky's been with other silkies. But it was almost like, hey, I want to be in there with him, and we're buddies. Now, that might not happen long term either, because as he grows, he could potentially step on the silky and cause some harm. We're not going to let him outside right now, but I think a little bit, later as the temperatures warm up, you can see he's very active. I mean, it's pretty comical to see him in here boogieing around, but as the temperature warms up, we'll get him outside and let him stretch those legs out. It's just a little bit too cool right now.
Yeah, if you guys remember when we first got Nugget, how active and fun he was. I mean, he ran and ran and ran. Everybody loved it. He got the zoomies all the time. But as emus get older, they outgrow that. Just like goats, baby goats outgrow jumping and hopping and running. They just mature and don't do that right now.
This little fella runs.
Yeah, he's got the zoomies.
He's got the zoomies. Now, he's not right now because it's early. And,
right.
But I can guarantee you, she had some that were 6 and 7 months old. If you didn't see Catherine's video, go watch G&G Farm. Catherine and I took a tour to Milligan Farm before we ever even thought about getting these emus to just gather more information.
Right.
And she had 3 juvenile males that were in together, and boy, oh boy, did they get to running. It's funny.
We'll show you later in the video, but there's a certain way you have to pick emus up.
Yes.
Because they're just so prone to leg issues. Very, very, very prone to leg issues. And that's probably their number one thing, especially when they're young, especially when people get them and don't know much about them. And including us.
Yeah.
Including us. We knew there were leg issues, and we were told what feed that they fed their emus at the place where Nugget came from. And look at him looking at the cat.
It's funny because the emu chases the cat, and Bramble gets out of here when that happens. But yeah, you have to be real careful with the feed. So upon speaking with Pete at Milligan Farm, not only do you have to be careful about the feed to make sure the feed's right, you have to pick them up in a manner so not to take away from those tendons that are in their legs, because too much of dangling and issues can create leg dysplasia, which is not what
good.
You want to happen.
Right.
Now, she has made sure that she doesn't have any genetic leg dysplasia in her breeding lines, but it still can happen from mishandling. So we are going to take extra precautions to make sure that doesn't happen. He's going to get you, Bramble. He's going to get you.
He's not scared of Bramble.
No, he's not.
So there's 3 colors, right?
Yeah.
You got the normal color.
And this is something I didn't know either.
You got the normal color, which is
Nugget.
And then you have blonde.
Yes.
And then you have white. Now, I didn't know that either. I thought people would call a blonde one a white one, or a white one a blonde one. And we thought they were the same colors, but that's not the case.
So Charlie at Arms Family Homestead is a blonde emu.
I got you.
White is white. And when you see a grown one that's blonde next to white, you can really tell the difference. There he goes. He said, let me stretch my legs.
We got to get a name, though. We got to get a name. You guys drop down below in the comments and tell us what names you think that this beautiful young man.
There goes Bramble.
All right, little man, we're going to come check back with you in a few when it warms up and let you stretch them legs out, sir. So, y'all, we are super excited to have this new family member here on the farm. And some may be asking and wondering, why did you get another emu? Why did you get another emu? Well, if you watched Brooke's video that just came out, she explains a lot. But if you didn't watch it, so here's why. So upon meeting and befriending Mulligan Farm, I'm telling y'all, when I mean obsessed, I mean she is just amazing, absolutely amazing. And I will say this, and I say it all the time. We never, ever try to act like we know everything there is about everything. And we're always constantly learning. And if we learn something new, or if we made a mistake, or if we done something wrong, we're always transparent about it. Always transparent about it. So upon meeting her and talking to her about what's going on here, because we had no intentions of getting an emu. Come on, Holly. And, you know, telling her what our situation here is and all that, she brought up a lot of valid points that we did not know. Now, when we first got Nugget, and I think Nugget's 4. Nugget's 4. Is he 4 going on to 5? I know he's older than 3 because we've been here 3. He's got to be 4 going on 5. Isn't that right, guys? I think that's right. Can't be 3. He's older than 3. So he's definitely 4. I don't think he's 5 going on 6. Regardless. So when we first got Nugget, we always do a lot of research, and we did a lot of research 4.5 years ago. And we didn't know a whole lot about emus. We really didn't. Went by what the family that we got Nugget from as well. And plus 2, at the time, we didn't have a pair. We only had just Nugget. And we didn't know what Nugget was until we had him DNA tested. What's going on, y'all? What's going on? Get y'all a snack this morning. We're gonna be moving y'all real soon. We may lock y'all up tonight. Yeah, get y'all moved to a new spot. Y'all done a good job out here. Real good job. Check y'all's feed here. But when we first got Nugget, we were rookies, absolute rookies. And, by all means, we are no emu farm. We're no emu experts. We always do the best we can and try to do as much research as we can before we jump into something. Unless it's something crazy and it's an emergency situation, which Goldie kind of was an emergency situation there. But when we got Nugget, we also got Goldie and Pepita, which was their names, and they were all related. They were all siblings. We were told that in the bird world that interbreeding happens and it's not that big of a deal. Well, that is semi-true, but not all birds, and that includes ratites, mainly because we don't know the history of Nugget's parents, Nugget's grandparents, so they could be interbred. And so if Nugget and Goldie were to have babies, you're talking a 3rd generation, maybe more. So we don't know. And so that's where risk comes involved pretty much. And also with first generations as well. And also someone else that we have met throughout the years that has had emus in the past and has owned emus in the past, and they told us the same thing. But upon meeting our new friends over there at Mulligan Farm, we've learned something different, and that is, since we don't know the history of what's going on, that Nugget and Goldie probably shouldn't be breeding. Now, we haven't hatched anybody. We haven't had any babies yet. Catherine over there at G&G has attempted to hatch and nothing has hatched. And that may be why. That may be why. Girls, they're talking 80-something degrees. I tell you what, we're gonna leave y'all's door open. I mean, there's no sense of it being a sauna, which it does feel good in here though. Goodness gracious, girls. Let's open the door somewhat. Now, I must say, these girls, the longer days are here, springtime's here, they're starting to lay. I got 41 eggs yesterday. We've been averaging anywhere from 24 to 36, 41 yesterday. I don't know how many I got today. I think I got in the 20s again today. Definitely the new girls are starting to lay that we got last year. So our egg production is way up. 20 eggs today. 20. That's what I'm talking about. Make sure ain't, oh, there's the girls in there laying. Sorry, girls. 20 eggs. So also, long story short, you guys know that we don't want Nugget sitting anymore. He's done tried to sit several times. She's still laying eggs now. And this started back in probably October, November-ish, I think is when she started. I'll have to look up how long their season lasts, but she's still laying eggs. And Nugget will start sitting again. And we don't want Nugget sitting. And this is before this new information we found out. We just didn't want Nugget sitting. We didn't want to hatch a whole bunch of emus, try to find great homes for them. He was sitting in the dead winter, and I know that they can be equipped to handle all that. But seeing icicles hang off of him, and possibly they're not even hatching, and him sitting for 60 days, you know, here is our plan and why we got the new little pretty fella in there in the barn. Is that Goldie wants to lay. Goldie wants to lay. And in the emu world, they don't pair for life. Matter of fact, the females are a little risque, if you know what I mean. In the emu world, the female will mate with the male, and the male does everything else. He handles the nest building, he sits on the eggs, and he raises the children. Why? Because she's gone off to find her another male. And she'll do that throughout the whole mating season. So they are not mates for life. So in Goldie's mind, if there was 5 male emus out here, they all 5 would be her boyfriend. She wants to have eggs. She wants to have babies. Our dear friend Catherine, who lives right down the road from us, also wants to start a little emu farm. And so she wants to hatch out eggs, which she's been trying. So here's our plan. We plan to, and we've already discussed this with Goldie's original owner, we plan to rehome Goldie over to Catherine's wonderful farm. Y'all all know Catherine. She takes care of her animals. She's great. She's just right down the road from us, literally right down the road from us. Catherine's gonna get a male emu that's not related from Mulligan Farm for her farm, and she will have a perfect pair. She'll have Goldie, and then she will have a male from another farm. Not related whatsoever. Since Nugget has been around another emu, we don't want to, leave him by himself again. But also with Mulligan Farm, she also suggested this as well. And that is, we introduce Nugget to a male emu, so there won't be any breeding season, there won't be any laying of the eggs and Nugget trying to see it. We just think it's the perfect situation. We really, really do. Now, this is gonna be a while because, little man is not nearly big enough to be able to live over there with Nugget by himself at all. I cannot wait to see this fella grow up. We just think it's gonna be the perfect situation for everybody. And our animal's best interest is does always come first for us. 20 eggs. Boy, the community has been loving that the girls are laying again. Y'all, I must apologize because the wordsmith does make a mistake every now and then because wordsmithing ain't easy. And that is, it's Milligan Farm. I said Mulligan. Milligan Farm. Just remember that. You know, if wordsmithing was easy, then, you know, there'd be a lot more wordsmiths out there. I do apologize. Oh, Matilda out there. Hey, girl. Oh, beautiful. Pretty, pretty, pretty. Well, you guys can see, I got the shorty short sleeves on. Don't got the shorty shorts on, but I got the shorty short sleeves on. It has done got warm, real warm. So warm enough that you think that little man can come on out.
Yeah, I mean, you know, supervised outside visitings several times a day, so he builds his legs up and gets used to it. Of course, when the temperatures are cooler, we won't be doing this.
Right.
But the weather's been warm here in Alabama.
I told him 80 degrees in a few days.
I mean, that's just crazy.
That's crazy.
We're gonna let him get his running in. I want to shut Pocket.
Yeah.
She's eating her hay, her midday hay. I'm gonna shut that
stall
up.
Okay.
And I'm gonna take them on that side of the pasture.
Okay.
So there's no chance they can get in with the donkeys.
Okay. Yeah. Well, yeah.
You know, we don't want that to happen. So I'm gonna go shut this gate first.
Yep. Good morning, boss lady. Hey, when we'll get all the paperwork to you for the new employee we got here once you know, in the next day or two. So we'll get him a time card and all that. Okay. All right. Be working on that Super Bowl pick. Okay. Y'all excuse me for I got a cough drop in my mouth. What's it called? Fisherman's
something.
Got it in my pocket. I want to say Fisherman's Wharf, but that's a restaurant or something. Fisherman's Friend. These things, whoo!
They're powerful, aren't they? And you know, somebody from Canada sent us that.
Yeah.
And in my mind, it was only available in Canada.
Well, it just wouldn't assume.
We talked about it on our live,
Yeah.
and people started sending us links where you could get it at big box stores.
Yeah, I'm happy about that. It's like a Hall's cough drop on steroids. The Arnold Schwarzenegger of cough drops right there. All right, Brooke's gonna show y'all how to pick one up. Right here.
Okay. So he's still a little skittish.
All right, let me get this camera just right, because I want people to see this is important.
All right, it's okay. So we don't want him jostling around.
Okay.
We want him to go down just like he is.
Right.
When he's still, like he is now, hey, tuck his legs up under him.
Yeah.
See how his legs are up next to his body?
Yep.
This is how you're going to hold him.
Gotcha.
And then I'll show you how to put him down
Okay.
once we get to where we're going. Now I'm going to show you how to put him down.
Let me shut this door.
Are you ready?
Yeah, we're ready.
Set him down.
Just like that.
Put his feet on the ground. Don't let him start wiggling. When he's calm, like he is now, let him go.
All right, little man.
Oh, there he goes. Oh, goodness. He's on the run.
Well, y'all, I'm so glad y'all got to meet the little fella. We think this is gonna work out and be the perfect scenario for everybody. And y'all look at Matilda over there, laying down chewing her cud. Isn't that the sweetest thing right there? Goodness gracious, I love her to death. And hopefully in the next couple of days, I'll start to be my old self again. I won't be taking mid-afternoon naps because I can't stay awake because the medicine will be done and over with, which means I can get back on Granddaddy's tractor because I've been biting at the bit to get back on Granddaddy's tractor. Also, I haven't mentioned this yet, and we've mentioned it several times on the live stream. If you have not checked out the country store over there on our website, big changes over there, but the major change is that all of our shipping now comes from one location, and that is from our dear friends over there at Head Family Farm. In the past, if you bought honey or coffee or honey and coffee and candy or honey and coffee and merch, you'd have been charged separate, different shipping charges because it came directly from the vendor. We have eliminated that, so the vendor's stuff is all at Head Family Farm. So you get the same product that we've been, offering you guys, but you're not paying all the separate shipping charges. The shipping comes from one place, and we did that to better serve you guys as well. As always, we appreciate y'all so much. Hope y'all have the best day ever today, and in the meantime, y'all be good.